Hey everyone! Today we're coming to you from Ioannina in northern Greece, and we're going to be sharing all of our costs from this past month of travel.
We are full-time travelers who keep track of everything we spend in every country we visit.
Stick around all the way to the end because we'll be sharing how a month in northern Greece compares to a month in Athens.
If you've been following our story, welcome back for our final episode here in Greece. And if you want to know where in Europe we're off to next, you can subscribe to our newsletter for the exclusive scoop. So there's a link in the description below. If you're new to our channel, I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Gillian. We're a couple who retired early and headed off for a life of full-time travel. So if you're looking for more on early retirement and slow travel, you can hit that subscribe for a new video every week.
Today we're sharing all of our experiences and costs from our past month in northern Greece. Even though there is still a pandemic going on, we decided to resume our travel by heading to Greece.
And if you want to see why we decided to make Greece our very first stop in Europe, you can check out this video. And all the videos and resources we mentioned today will be linked in the description below. We already spent the month of August in Athens, which we talked about in this video. We had an amazing time being some of the only tourists in Athens, but when September rolled around, we were ready for a new adventure.
We rented a car and headed off for a month of hiking and exploration in northern Greece. This is an area of Greece that we really hadn't heard that much about before. It's a little off the beaten path for most international tourists. It's likely that most people would head to the islands first, but actually there is so much here to enjoy.
So today we're going to talk about the different areas of northern Greece that we visited, including Meteora, Zagori, and Ioannina. And we're going to share everything that we spent along the way on accommodation, dining out, entertainment, and lots more. Of course, these monthly costs we're going to take you through are specific to northern Greece. And if you want to know how we plan our travel budget for any destination, you can check out our free download in the description.
Before we get into it, a question for you. When you travel, do you prefer to hit the most popular tourist sites or get off the beaten track or a little bit of both? Let us know in the comments below. It's great to hear what everyone's travel style is.
Let's start out with our itinerary. Now, normally we like to stay for a full month in each city, but there was a lot we wanted to explore in northern Greece.
We started with a 4-hour drive from Athens to our first destination of Meteora. This is an area of Greece that's known for its very unusual rock formations with monasteries that are dramatically perched on the top. So we stayed there for a couple days of hiking and then we headed off to Zagori.
This is an area that's famous for the Vikos Gorge and 46 historic stone villages that are tucked throughout the Pindus Mountains. We were there for 4 days before heading off to the city of Ioannina, where we spent the rest of the month.
Ioannina is a small city on a lake that has very lively cafe culture and lots of shopping. So we wanted to stay in a small city because we had such a great experience in Fethiye in Turkey, which is another small center with really amazing access to mountains and ocean. For our costs, we always start with the biggest ticket item, our accommodations.
In Meteora, we stayed in a stylish Airbnb apartment with a full kitchen, a nice bedroom, and a great location near the rock formations. Because it was a short stay in a popular tourist destination, we paid a premium price of $63 per night, and all the prices we mentioned today will be in US dollars.
In Zagori, we stayed in a cozy little guest house in a beautiful stone village up in the mountains. Again, because it was a short stay, we paid a little bit more than usual at $49 per night.
In Ioannina, we have a centrally located apartment with all the amenities that we look for. It's modern, it has a fully equipped kitchen, a comfortable living room, and a separate bedroom.
Now, if you saw our Athens cost of living video, you'll notice that we stayed in a much more spacious apartment there. We found that generally, when staying in smaller centers like Ioannina, there is often much less Airbnb inventory to choose from. In this case, we were happy with our little apartment in Ioannina and also the price that we got it for, which was $30 per night.
So the total for the month of September was just over $1,000.
Meteora, Zagori, and Ioannina were all beautiful places to visit, but of course we needed to spend on transportation to get there. So this month we spent more on local transportation than we ever have before.
For the first time in all of our travels, we rented a car for the full month. And this was really essential to give us the freedom to go wherever we wanted, included some more remote areas.
We did, of course, look at alternatives. However, the train doesn't run everywhere in Greece, and the cost of flying would actually have been more than the car rental.
So after doing some very detailed searching, we got a great deal for a car rental at just under $500 for the whole month. and we expect our total spend on transportation, including gas, parking, and road tolls, to come out around $600.
So that covers off accommodations and transportation. Next up, we're talking about the really fun stuff, which is entertainment and food. And be sure to stay until the end of the video because we're going to compare our total spend in northern Greece to what we spent in Athens.
Once we paid for our transportation to get there, our entertainment was almost totally free. In Meteora, the best way to take in the beautiful views of the monasteries was on foot. So we spent the day hiking and visiting a few along the way. And of course, we got to enjoy the famous view from Sunset Rock.
In Zagori, we spent our days hiking across the historic stone bridges to the little villages that are dotting the Pindus Mountains. We also had an incredible hike through the Vikos Gorge, which is one of the longest and the deepest in the world.
In Ioannina, we came back to civilization to enjoy a very lively little city. Most of the downtown area is for pedestrians only, so we had lots of opportunities to take in the cafe culture with afternoons sipping Freddo cappuccinos. I will say that social distancing isn't really common here in Greece, but we were able to keep up our own safe practices.
We also explored Parama Cave, which is the largest cave system here in Greece. We took in the historic center of Ioannina, had a lot of beautiful walks along the lake, and had a dip at the local beach at the Ionian Sea.
Like we said, these experiences were all basically free, so our total spend on entertainment was just $37 for the cave tour and monastery fees, plus our usual entertainment subscriptions.
Next up is our dining out and takeaway. Of course, we continue to have our fill of all of the Greek classics. So we had the pastry that Ioannina is famous for, which is the bougatsa, and we ate a lot of the savory cheese-filled version.
We also had moussaka, grilled lamb, and some of the best souvlaki that we've tried so far. In total, we spent $326 on dining out and takeaway.
Of course, we still ate most of our meals at home, which was really easy to do because the local produce was amazing. So the weather being still quite hot in September, we ate a lot of salads and other really simple dishes. Our total spend on groceries was $483.
For fitness, we're still staying away from gyms, so we continued with our at-home fitness program that cost $18. And of course, we had lots of hiking and long runs by the lake to round that out.
For data, we used $8 worth of data on our global plan with FlexiRoam. We found that we really don't need that much data because we do rely on the Wi-Fi in our Airbnb, and we also download Google Maps and Translate so we can easily get around the city.
We have an international medical insurance plan with Cigna Global that we talk about in this video. We pay annually in order to save 10%, but have assigned a value of $140 on a monthly basis.
Now we'll share how our expenses and our experiences in northern Greece compared with Athens. So in Athens, we spent just under $2,500, and for that we got a very spacious and stylish apartment. We did go to some pricier tourist attractions, but we took public transit and cabs to get around. And of course, we ate meals out every couple of days.
Here in northern Greece, we spent just over $2,600, and for that we stayed in 3 different Airbnbs, all cute places but relatively modest. We had the freedom of our own wheels for a month, and our entertainment was often free or very inexpensive.
So our total spend was roughly the same, but obviously the 2 months were made up of very different sets of experiences. So if you found this video helpful, we recommend checking out our whole cost of living series, which is right here. You can go ahead and click on it now.
And if you enjoyed this video, you can let us know by hitting that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to get a new video every week. Thanks so much for watching till the end, and we'll see you back next time.